folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. We've been a little bit busy the last couple days preparing for what may be the biggest event to hit Pattaya in the last 2 years, which is Songkran, coming up this week. So we've been getting ready. We had to go to an event. We'll start out there. We'll look at that. We're out on the dark side right now, going out to a place. We'll come back here. Very interesting. But anyway, let's catch up with V at her school and see what's going on there.
So, in case you're wondering what all this is on my face, it's some kind of chalk. But I guess the more important question is, why is it there? Well, it's Songkran. Well, it's almost Songkran. Songkran comes next week, but at V's school, they're having a Songkran celebration today. Just like you would during Christmas at a school, you would have a Christmas party a little early. Because the school will probably be in recess during these big holidays. Songkran is the biggest holiday of the year here. So, like a Christmas, New Year's type of celebration, they'll celebrate and then go on recess. I hope the music's not too loud. I'm trying to walk away, but I'll show you what's going on. But, I don't know. This is more of a traditional Songkran celebration. You'll see the pour water, the flower petal laden water over the Buddha image. It's to celebrate. I'm in the parking lot of the Shindig right now. So, wow, pretty good turnout. All of that. But Songkran is to celebrate kind of the end or the passing of the hot, dry season and to usher in the wet season. A new season for crops, new rains, new food to eat. It's a very ancient tradition. But I think this is a good precursor for next week. Next week, the true Songkran comes, the big holiday, and that will be celebrated here in Pattaya, as far as I know. And that will look a little different than this. So this is more traditional. You'll notice that everybody wears, well, almost everybody, the floral type, almost like a Hawaiian shirt type pattern. That's very indicative of traditional for Songkran. And it really is kind of, the way I've always explained it, it's kind of Christmas, New Year's, and 4th of July all baked into one holiday. It's very big here. It is the biggest. So there'll be a lot of people coming into town domestically, and Thais, from Isan, from Phetchabun, from all over, coming into town, not only here, Bang Sen. We'll have to go up to Bang Sen one day and see. I don't know if they'll have the celebration up there or not. I think it's only certain places. We'll see what's going on, but to me, that was always the biggest party at night there in Bang Sen. Well, I don't know. We'll explore that, but I think this is a little bit of a prelude to what's coming next week, so we'll be sure to visit on that probably by next Thursday. But anyway, we'll take a look at V and her schoolmates enjoying a traditional Songkran festival. There's food, there's music, there's dance, there's karaoke. Everybody's having a good time. Let's go take a look. So how about that? Little early Songkran celebration. Probably about 100 people here. I think they're all having a good time. I hope this year's is a good Songkran. We have not had Songkran. We didn't have it in 2020 or 2021. So it's been 2 years without an official Songkran festival here. I think everybody's looking forward to it. The details are always as clear as mud as what we'll be able to do and not do, and we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'll just say this, at any rate, it's going to be more of a Songkran celebration this year than the last two. So more is better. In this case, more is better. So we'll see, we'll see.
You know, for whatever reason, it never occurred to me. I've been out here a bunch of times. This is actually a Christian school. I believe it's subsidized by the Catholic Church. I met the sister, the head sister in charge. Very nice lady. There she is in the green. But she's in charge of the women's center out here. Lots of schools, lots of different classes. But anyway, let's get on back over to the dark side and go find something to eat.
So where are we tonight, this evening? We're on dark side. I'll have to leave you a map link for this place. It's a little bit convoluted, but not far. Probably took us 20, 25 minutes from home. I saw this the other night when we went out to see the horses. Anyway, it's called Kwetiao Hoi Ka. That's a Thai name, but in short, Kwetiao means a noodle soup. So I'll show you that we're gonna get the signature dish, which is their great big jumbo noodle soup. The noodles are separate from the soup. You kind of have to cook them, and they put a burner, a little stove on the table for you, so you got that. They've got other stuff as well. We'll get a couple other dishes, but I wanted to get that. It's their signature dish. Wow, big. Wow. Okay. Yeah, wow. And basically they got a man-made pool here with water shooting up and some plastic flamingos and a lot of places to get your picture taken. We'll look around. It's pretty here. But I love the little huts. We're sitting in our own little hut. Not even a hut, just it's a table with a thatched umbrella, and you got a real sturdy backrest here that looks like it's made out of vines or something, but of course it's plastic. It's very, very sturdy. And pads. So you take your shoes off. I'll show you. There. Put your shoes there. You got your own fan. And then you're in your own little house here eating and cooking your food and looking over at the flamingos and listening to the water. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Inexpensive. I think the most expensive thing on the menu is 239 baht, and that's the big guy noodle soup that we got. It's 2 different flavors. We got another dish, a shrimp dish coming, 150 baht, and what else did I get? I got something else. Oh, like a pad thai wrapped up in an egg with shrimp, I think 150 baht. So more food than we can possibly eat here for probably, I don't know, what's that come out to, 500 and some, about 500 baht, about $15. But anyway, very nice. And a Mai Tai, which they forgot to put alcohol in. They gave it to me virgin. V drank half of it, and then they said, oh, we forgot to put alcohol in it, and they took it back. They served you your water and little cups. They look like silver cups. Oh, here comes something. Oh. My too much. So V got a shrimp dish, which is never enough for her, and I got a pad thai, and then we're going to share the soup. Is that too much? Maybe I did overorder. I don't know. But we'll take home whatever we can eat. We'll take a look around here, and we'll show you the food, and we'll have an evening. There was another place down the road we were going to stop. I saw 2 kind of interesting places while I was out here the other night. But maybe on the way back we'll stop and get a drink there. So I don't know. It didn't even look like, it looked like they were just opening up around 5:30 when we got out here. So We'll see what happens there. But this place is pretty cool. We'll start here. So here we are. This is a Sunday night. Songkran starts on Tuesday. I went over in the last episode a little bit about what Songkran is. It's the big holiday here. And I don't know if I've talked about this before, so I'll keep it brief. But Songkran, it really may not be the ideal time of year to visit, which is the middle of April. Because it's kind of a double-edged sword. On one edge of that sword, it can be a blast, the water fights. Oh, it's just a whole different town. Everybody's happy. It's a very big party. But at the same time, especially if you're a tourist here, services that you may be used to are many times suspended. I remember Songkran 2019. Now this is, keep in mind, oh, they're having trouble turning off the stove. Okay. We got the stove turned off. The broth was boiling away. But Songkran 2019, now keep in mind this is nearly a year before COVID, so nothing to do with that. I was in town for the last day of that. The last day is usually one of the best times to be in town. And you know what? We had a big day. Me and my friends, we were out throwing water all day, drinking it up, walking around. It was a good day. It was a great day. But it came time to 5, 6 o'clock. We were kind of done for the day. We had had too much day, and I went back to get a shower. I just wanted a nice meal somewhere. I couldn't find a restaurant open. I could not find a restaurant open. I actually ended up getting a toasty out of 7-Eleven or something like that. Maybe there was one open, but it was just so far to go, and most every place around was closed. Today was only the 10th. Songkran's not for 2 days. I went into a place I like to go into in the afternoon. They usually have 5 or 6 staff. They were down to 2 already. A lot of staff leave different places, different venues, whether they be hotels, restaurants, bars, whatever. They go home to the villages to see their families, to be with their families during this big holiday. But as of right now, there'll be no alcohol served during Songkran and no water throwing. So it's a real wet blanket on it's a real wet blanket on the water party, I guess. But we're hoping some news comes out in the next 2 days to mitigate that. That's the way it is right this second. So hopefully that changes. We'll find out on the next episode. Which will be on Thursday night, 48 hours after this one, I'll break that down and show you what we ended up with, if we ended up with anything. If we ended up with nothing, I'll show you nothing.
So there you go. You know, at the end there, the sign does have English on it. It says Sunshine Dreams. Not a direct translation by any means, but maybe that is the English version of the name. There was a lot of food, not a lot, but there was some food left over from the party there at V's school. So she went around town and distributed some of the leftover food to some various folks. They all looked happy to get a free bite to eat here, little treats, little pieces of cake and stuff. But anyway, next time we will look and see what happens here for the biggest event to hit Pattaya, see if it will be that big event or if it'll be a washout. But anyway, I got to leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.